Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn functions in Python. So this is the part 1 of function. So large programs are generally avoided in Python. We used to avoid large program, as you are aware that set of instruction is called program. But whenever we are making a program, means we are solving a problem statement. So it may be possible that the length of the program increases with lots of statement. So it is difficult to manage when you are having a large number of instructions in the program. So what we do, we broken down our large program into smaller units. These smaller units are called functions. So function is a name unit of a group of program statements. We can say function is a collection of statements which is made to perform a specific task. So we are making some functions, we are defining them, and whenever we need that particular functionality of function in program, we used to call them. So to execute function, we are calling them by their name. So we are, instead of writing different lengthy program, what we do, we make smaller functions. Once your function has been written, you can use that particular function in different programs as a library functions. So we are going to study in consecutive lectures, consecutive videos, that what are the library functions. So if we want to categorize our functions, the function can be categorized in 3 different types. The first one is built-in. Built-in functions are predefined functions. They are always available for use. You are aware of that. That is input. So whatever values you want to input, you are using input function. You want to convert your data type into integer, you are using int function over there. You want to know that what type of data type you are using. In that case, you are using type function. And length function is also there. That is also built function. Built-in function means you don't need to import any module. You don't need to import function in your program to use it. You are directly using input without thinking twice. The second is modules. Modules are the functions which are predefined. Predefined means somebody tailored them, they have stored in your system, you are importing them into your program. Just like we can consider example that in your program you want to compute square root. So square root is a function which is predefined in a math module. There are number of functions which are in math module. Just like square root, trigonometric functions, sine, cos, tangent. So these modules can be imported in your program to use. There is no need to describe how square root is going to be computed. The third one is user defined. So we are the users. So we can say that a programmer can create his or her own functions. If we are creating our own function, this is called user defined function. So as I told you that built-in functions are there. So these are the functions which are predefined Python, just like I quote an example of input, input, we are using input function in our program to input the values. So we used to say that function make any programming language efficient, provide a structure to language. Structure means a well-defined structure here. So Python has many built-in functions which we have discussed. So these are some example of built-in functions. So type conversion functions are there, just like integer. So you are inputting some value and you want to convert it into integer, you are using int function. String function, you want to convert any data type into string, you can use string function. And the float, as the name indicates, it is used to convert any data into float values, means you can use decimal values. So the second time conversion function, after that we are having input function. We were discussing it. Name is equal to input, enter your name. So whatever value you are typing on your keyboard, that will be stored as a value to the name variable. Definitely will be string value. There is also EVAL function. So EVAL function, what it does, it evaluate the string and it convert it into integer and assign the value to the variable. For example, in this particular condition, there is a string 45 plus 10. So 45 and 10 is a string, and plus is a joining of two different strings. That is join operation. But when we are using EVAL, the 45 and 10 will be auto converted into integer value, and they have been added with the operator plus. So total value will be 55, and 55 will be assigned to X. So if you are printing into your print, it will be 55. So this is also built-in function. This is already described. You can use it directly. So min function, max function, absolute function. The example has been quoted on the right side. Min function is used to find the minimum value among given values. Max is used to find maximum values. And absolute value is it don't take any sign. If there is a minus 22, absolute function will return 22, and absolute 22 is positive value. Its answer is also 22. So type function is there, as we discussed earlier in the second slide. So type of 10, you know that 10 is an integer, so it will return a class integer, that your variable is belong to integer class. Next we are assigning a variable as a hello. Hello is a string here. So type of a will be, when you will write type and within bracket name of the variable, it will say that this is a string variable, and so on. Length of a, there are 5 characters in it, so it will print 5. Round, we are using round function 11.12345 comma 2. Comma 2 means after the 2 decimal places, so answer will be definitely 11.12. it is described here. So after comma, whatever you are writing, that is describing how many decimal places you want your answer. So range function is there, and in 11th class we had discussed for loop in which we were using range variable. So for I in range 1 to 10, list of range 0 to 5. So we are aware that range variable is having 3 parameters: start, stop, and step. And it goes from start to stop -1. If we are writing a range from 1 to 10, it simply means it is having value from 1 to 9. 10 is not going to be included in this. So range function is also a built-in function. You are not importing any module to use built-in function. You can use it directly. Thank you so much. And in the next part, we will learn the next part of Python. Thank you for being with me.